Hello, remote learners. Today is Fluency and Application Problem Day today. So on Seesaw, you will find a sprint that I've uploaded for you with a side A and a side B. And the directions are on there for you to time yourself. And the goal is to get at least one more problem correct on side B than side A. You'll also find your application problem out there for you to do today. And we want to make sure you do the read, draw, write process with that. And if you can't remember that process, you can go back and look at the PowerPoint that we uploaded for you that explains the 3 steps in the read, draw, write process. But right now we're going to do a fluency activity, and I'd like to get a piece of paper and pencil. And this is what the students did today on their personal whiteboards. You do not have to draw the pictures I'm drawing, but there's some things that I am going to ask you to write. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the first picture. I just want you to watch me draw. Okay. My first question is, how many groups are there? If you said 3 groups or there are 3 groups, you are absolutely correct. My next question is, how many circles are in each group? 5. There's 5 circles in each group. So if you said 5, you are correct. Now I would like you to pick up your pencil and write. Write a repeated addition sentence to find the total number of circles. All right, repeated addition means I'm going to take the amount in each row. So 5 plus 5 plus 5. I have 3 5s, 1 for each row. And if I skip count this array, 5, 10, 15, 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. Okay, hopefully that was your repeated addition equation you wrote. Okay, next, I would like you to write a multiplication sentence to represent that array. Go ahead and write it on your paper. All right, the multiplication sentence that I hope you wrote was 3 times 5 equals 15. So we have 3 5s. We have 3 groups of 5. If you wrote 5 times 3 equals 15, that's certainly acceptable. But when I look at this and I look at my repeated addition, I see 3 5s. And remember, the multiplication equation says 3 groups of 5. Would I accept this? Yes, I would. But I think this is a better representation of that particular picture. Shall we try it again? Okay, I'm going to clear my board. And I'm going to draw another picture array. You might want to count as I draw, because there's going to be a lot of circles. I'm going to circle these to make sure you see. Okay. My first question is, how many groups are there? If you said 2 groups, you're correct. There are 2 groups. Here's my first group, and here's my second group on the bottom. Next question is, how many circles are in each group? So I'm going to be counting them. If you said 10 circles in each group, you are absolutely correct. Right now I want you to pick up your pencil, and on your paper, I would like you to write a repeated addition equation to find the total number of circles in that array. Okay, if you wrote 10 plus 10 equals 20, you are absolutely correct. We have 10 in our first row, 10 in our second row. We repeated addition, and we can skip count 10, 20. You probably know what I'm going to ask next, Go ahead and write a multiplication sentence to represent that array. And I'm hoping you wrote 2 times 10 equals 20. We have 2 rows of 10, 2 equal groups of 10. In a repeated addition, we have 2 10s, 2 times 10 equals 20. If you wrote 10 times 2 equals 20, I would accept that as well. But when I look at 10 times 2, I think of 10 rows, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think of 10 rows of 2, which would be adding 2 10 times. Okay. All right, I'm going to clear that. Let's try one more. First question for you to answer is, how many groups are there? If you said 3 groups, you're absolutely correct. Group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay. How many circles are in each group? If you said 4 circles in each group, you are right again. Nice job. So now I want to write a repeated addition equation. So it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals. And if you're not sure what that is, you can skip count your array. There's 4 circles, plus 4 more would be 8, plus 4 more. If you can't add that or it's too hard to remember, you can always count on 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. And take a minute and write a multiplication sentence to represent that array. Okay, I hope you're all done. The multiplication sentence you would write would be 3 times 4 equals 12. I have 3 groups of 4. I have 3 4s here. 3 equal groups of 4 equals 12. Again, if you wrote 4 times 3 equals 12, that would be okay. But I think 3 times 4 represents this particular picture better. All right, and I lied. We have one more. I'm going to clear the drawings. And here's your last one. So you probably already know the answer to one of the questions. And the question I think you had figured out pretty early on was, how many are in each group? That's right, there are 2 in each group. How many groups are there? There are 6 groups. Remember, each row represents a new group. Go ahead and write a repeated addition sentence to represent that array. Okay, and since there's 6 groups, I think we want to make sure we have 6 2s. 5, 6 2s, and then I can just skip count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 2s equals 12. I can skip count my array. Good habit to always get into doing this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then last but not least, go ahead and write your multiplication equation for that array. Okay, we have 6 2s, so the multiplication equation you should have written is 6 times 2 equals 12. 6 2s equals 12. I'm skip counting by 2 6 times. Okay, again, I would accept 2 times 6 equals 12, but I think this one is a better representation of that particular picture and that repeated addition. All right, that's your fluency for today. Don't forget to do your application problem and your sprint, and we'll be back tomorrow with our new concept for this lesson.